Happy Friday. It's Friday the 28th, last day in February. March, finally. Thought it'd never come. Anyway, today I'm going to make a cover for my axe. Like this. This is the axe I just got from Bushcraft, Canada. It's a Hultrafors, handmade, Holtzbruck, Sweden. It's about a 21-inch handle or something like that. And I'm going to make a cover for it. So I'm going to trim this piece of leather I have here. And I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back to you. So I've got a rough outline for it, and this will be sewn up here like this. The axe will drop in like that. And this will be sewn on both sides, and the flap on top, and probably just another tie here that'll tie around here. Real simple. Mr. Dave Canterbury did something like this the other day, and he made it look simple anyway, so if he can do it, I can do it. So the next step is to sew up this side here, which I'm going to use my needle, and I'm going to use bank line for it, this stuff here. And it makes good thread. It's not traditional, but it's going to be there forever. So we'll turn you off for now. So I punched the holes already with my puncher thing here. Just makes it a little bit easier. Now I'm going to run the thread up and down, and then back down this way to make sure it's a really strong fit. I'm just using the bank line and a S needle kind of thing. And I'll just go through there. Way too much thread on here. That's alright. And this is the back side, remember, so I think I pre-punched these holes. There we go. There, guys. Like that. Okay, so I'll keep on going. So I'm done down this side. And the easiest. So put the axe through here. Settle it in. Some kind of I can actually probably make that hole. I think I will. I'll move it over some so this goes right against the back wall. And don't worry, I can just sew up the hole again. I got lots of thread. Okay, we'll be back to you in a sec. Or a minute, or an hour. There, that's better. Goes right up against the back. More or less. Now, lay this flat. Let's put, this is the end of the blade here. Just put a light mark there. There, that line there should work. So I'll try to cut that out. Handy dandy scissors. I probably should be much more precise in my measuring before I start cutting away, but oh well. Try that on for size. At the bottom. And lo and behold, I cut too much off. Because the blade doesn't curve like this, it goes straight down. So what's the feller to do now? Oh, I think that's going to work. I snugged it over there, and it's got enough pudding here for that, just enough. Now I'm going to take a piece of this thicker leather, I think, because it's pretty thin. And I'm going to cut out a piece that goes in there, and that'll create a welt, which will keep the sharp blade from cutting the strings, or the thread, you know what I mean. So, I'll get back to you once I finish that. So this is that welt part, I think they call it. So I'm just going to put it in here. Maybe just like that. And I'll thread through all three. And everything will be trimmed up at the end, cleaned up, I hope. See, it fits right in there. Now I got to see if my punch will go through these three layers. I'll pre-punch it, then I'll stitch it up here like this and back down just like I did the other side. So I got my holes punched out. Punch went through there, no problem. I only screwed up once. Up here I kind of missed the edge. So I punched another few holes there. So it might look a little bit. So I'm going to get my thread going again, make line, and start sewing up this side. Okay, stand by. What I'm doing to start is I'll just put it in and start around here, get around the back here, and tie a square knot. Oh, missed the whole thing. This bank line with it's tarred, so it really it tightens tight. Tightens tight. Is that a word? I'm going to leave this tail here. Hope you can see all this. Because I'm going to go up. I'll do a couple of double stitches up here. Then I'll go back down. And then I'll tie off the end of it with this tail here. So I just came up and down. I had one little problem here. When I was putting it through, I broke the thread. So I just went up and back again just to make sure. Now that I'm down here, I'll snip this. This is the tail left over from the bottom. And this is the new one, and I'll just do another square knot in it. Reefer down. And chop the whiskers off. Just like I did over here. And that's on the back side as it will go. So, let's do a test. Yeah, snug fit. Now all I got to do is cut, trim the flap here. Find a piece of cord to go through there, either 550 or paracord, or leather. I got some leather. Yeah, I think it's going to look all right. And then I'll cover it with some kind of oil finisher after that. I think it's time to break into the beer though, so stand by. I'm going to go upstairs and get her. Hey, so what we got today is another hen. Old Crafty Hen. Zoom up here. Another English one. I got one more left too. Old Speckled Hen, I think. Oak Aged Ale Blend, 6.5%. Crafted by the master brewers of Old Speckled Hen. This strong, fine ale combines distinctive malty taste with a satisfying, smooth raisin finish. Brewed with a blend of the famous Old 5X, which is aged using our vintage oak barrels. Oh, well, there you go. So, and just to please my mom and say that I'm using my openers. This is the opener I got from Frank Harding down in Australia. It's a crocodile opener. Add to my mini collection. Let's see if it works. It's Australian, so maybe I have to open it from this side. Ah, there you go. Down under. Thanks again, Frank. Okay. Smells like beer. Whoa! You know, it's stuffed up. Yeah. I thought maybe it'll taste like oak, or smell like oak, sorry. Kind of smells, it's mild smelling. Not too much maybe. I would say a raisiny smell, but that's probably just because I read it on the bottle. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Again, I'll say raisin the end, but just because the bottle said so. I don't think I'd figure that out on my own. Smooth though. It's a real beer. A man's beer. James Bond drinks this beer probably. Or at least his sister, Kathy Bond. It's alright. So, 6.5%. Good job not driving anywhere after this, alright? Remember kids, don't drink and drive, wear a condom, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go back to the sheath now. And try to do something with this flap so it'll look good when it's over here. So stand by. Alright, we're back. I trimmed the top, and then at the same time I put some stitches down in here. Just close off that gap there. Remember I had to move that hole over a little bit? So, see now, that's closed now to the weather. I was thinking of trimming this up, you know, with that, but then I thought, what the heck, it'll do alright. So this is going to fold over like this. So it's pretty well nice like that, I guess. Maybe I'll round off the corners a little bit just for a grin. There. Now since this is not in the center, I guess I'll put one hole here and one hole over here somewhere. And put a toggle, not a toggle, but a tie around on that. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh! Cheers. Ah, she's fine, Galag. Okay. Yep. Well, I'll punch those holes and dig up some lace or leather lace or 550 cord. Okay, so I found 2 leather straps. Punched holes here. Tied just a square knot or whatever up top here. And now I can wrap this around once. And then tie whatever knot you want in there. Just tie a quick loose square knot. And there you have it. The finished product. Doesn't look too bad, eh? For a beginner. I'm going to kind of trim up these edges a bit. I'm trying to fancy it up a little bit, but look, turned out not too bad. So I'll see what I can, do. Just to clean her up a little bit, and then I'll come back for the last bit of beer and a farewell. And so I'm just finishing up the leather by rubbing on some of this Talpoko Valislava leather fat, which I got from I don't know if it's Finland or Sweden. Got it from Scandinavia anyway. It's supposed to be a good finishing thing for leather and whatnot, so I'm just gooping it right on there. Putting a lot on the seams. Seems like it's drinking it up pretty well. God only knows how long this was sitting in a warehouse, this piece of leather. Smells interesting. I was going to do it with fixing wax, Dave Canterbury's fixing wax there, a blend of stuff. Probably similar to this stuff. We'll see how the stuff does. Get it on the inside too, why not? It won't harm the axe anything, this stuff being on it. Try to get inside the pooch here. And the corners, spread it around. Both sides. So this should keep the leather healthy and happy. And whatever else it's got to be. Put some on the tongs. Why not? Why not? There's enough here for everybody. Okay, so we'll leave that to soak in a little. I'm not too sure if I should leave all this excess on, but I don't figure it'll hurt anything. Just continue to soak into the leather and condition the leather. Okay. Not too sure what that smells like. And I don't read Finnish or Norwegian, so I can't really say what's in it. Probably beeswax and some kind of oil to mix it all in with. Anyway, it was a good deal. It's only $600 for this little thing here. Yep. When I say $600, I mean about $12.99. Anyway, make sure I'm in picture here. That's it for the Friday sheath for my axe. Show it you one more again. Don't drop the axe in your thumb, Chris. Everything's slickery. So the finished product again, rather nice, I guess. Maybe I could go as far as put belt loops in the back so you could, you know, put it on your belt. But I don't really like putting axes on my belts. You know, I'd rather tuck it into the backpack somewhere. So I'll take this off just to let the stuff soak into there. Like I say, it's not going to harm the blade by putting that stuff on there. And thanks again. Make sure that stuff's off my hands so I don't slip in my beer. So that was the old Crafty Hen, which is a very good beer. Yeah. Typical European kind of English lager. Ale it is, sorry. So that's it today. Up to the editing room to edit all the nudity and stuff that I put into it. You can get the nudity part of this thing by dialing 1-800-666-6666. Have your credit card handy. And that's it for today. Chris, out. Here's to you, Kenneth.